Hey, it's Tourism Tim with another episode of Tourism Marketing TV, and we've got another exciting episode today having to do with Google. This has to do with an exciting new development that Google has done in the last year called Google Places. This is an incredible opportunity for you to get increase your ranking, have a new channel for traffic, and dominate in your local market. According to Google, over 22% of all searches are now done having to do with local searches, and an increasing percentage has to do with mobile searches. These are people who are out in your location who are looking for some sort of travel or hospitality option, and they're looking through their mobile phones. And one of the greatest places that you can get a free listing is this really cool place called Google Places. It's fantastic, and it way for you to dominate in your local searches. They've set up, Google that is, has set up some free, essentially a free keyword optimized web page for you, and all you have to do is go claim it, and it's free. Let's jump right in. What I wanted to do is show you some examples of what this looks like online. First, what I've got here is I did a search for San Francisco bike tours to see what showed up here, and you can see the very first ad is a sponsored ad, and then it looks like there's 1, 2, 3 ads, and then down here it says places for bike tours near San Francisco, California. And look, it says A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You've seen this before. Hold on a second. My dog wants to get inside my office. So I'm back here, and we're looking at a search that I did for San Francisco bike tours, and you'll see right down at the third listing down, you've got all these. It says places for bike tours near San Francisco, and this is associated with Google Maps. As you can see over here on the right, they've got the letters that corresponding with the ads. And I want you to take a look at Blazing Saddles Bike Rentals and Tours. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different listings in Google from this a search that had to do with San Francisco bike tours. And the reason is that Google Places, which is associated with their maps, allows you to do up to, I think, 100 locations for free using their system. Let me turn on my stopwatch. I keep forgetting to do that. But let's go take a look at Blazing Saddle Bike Tours. Let's go take a look at their Places ad. So this is an example of what a Google Places ad looks like. You see that a lot gives you the name of your company and your location, a link right to your site. This is directly from Google right to your site. You get directions. You can list yourself by categories, your hours. This is the interesting thing I think that is getting so powerful about social media and things like Google. Here what they've done is they've put together all these different ratings that they have found from all over the web. They're aggregating them and putting them all over they're putting it on your ad. Let's see, it says 207 reviews have been done from Yelp, TripAdvisor UK, TripAdvisor, and other locations. And they've got all these different comments from users and from Google members and from Yelp, that you're allowed to put up photos on this site. You can put up videos. You can have more information on the ad. Here's they specialize in bikes, bus tours, what kind of payment they accept. More on their description. It's pretty exciting what they'll allow you to put on there, and this is all for free. This is also, there's a cool thing in there where you can put in daily offers, what people are saying. There's high ranks, and then here's from reviews from around the web. So if you saw my recent video on TripAdvisor, and I talked about how important it is. Now you've got places like Google taking any comment that's showing up on the web, be it's TripAdvisor or Yelp, and they're aggregating it so that people can see. And believe me, they're looking at this when they're deciding what they're going to choose. Here's another example. I've set up a Google Places ad for myself, and one of the things that I want you to notice is that when you do this, you should make sure that your ad is keyword driven and keyword rich. And Google may have already set up a Google Places ad for your business. They do it by phone numbers, but you need to go in and claim your ad. and say that to basically verify that you are the owner so that you can start modifying and add pictures. So, I put in, my keywords: travel, business, tourism, marketing, hospitality, career success. They do maximize, there is a maximum number of letters that will allow for the headlines. Once again, my address, my URL to one of my websites, some categories, one of the key things that's important about Google Places is that Google, it loves content, and the more content that you add to your site, to your Google Places ad, the better. And another important thing is frequency of updating. So one of my words of advice is, and we'll get into this at another episode, is how to maximize your Google Places ad in content as well as updating, so that you stand out from the crowd, especially in a local search. So it allows you to upload photos and videos. I've uploaded 4 or 5 of my videos. Some pictures. Here's pictures of Tim hard at work. Here I am in Iceland, which is kind of silly. Here's another one of here's me in South Africa on another Maverick trip. You can have fun. When I was over here, when I was looking at Blazing Saddles, it looked like they had a ton of pictures that look, they've got their logos in here. They've got pictures. These are all pictures from the owners, but your clients could be submitting pictures too. So let's get rid of that picture there. Let me show you how to set up your Google Places ad. So the first thing you need to have is a Gmail account. And by the way, Google Places is all over the world. It's not everywhere in the world yet, but you can imagine Google will have it everywhere in the world. But I would say it covers 60% or 70% of the globe right now in a whole bunch of different languages. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Google Places, and you're going to click on Get Started, and it's going to ask you, what's your phone number. You're going to put in your phone number, and so I'm just going to put in here. I'm signed out right now from my account so that it gives me the setup features, and it says, hey, we didn't find an address associated with this business listing, or if it did, it said, hey, is this your business? If so, then you get around to claiming it. And it's just asking for basic information, description, website, which category. Couple of key pointers that I want you to do, and maybe you've already set up your ad, you need to go in and modify it, is add categories. You're allowed up to 5 categories, and I would make them very keyword specific. Another little trick down here that you should do is having to do with photos. You see down here it says photos. You can add as many photos as you want. You can add up to 5 videos. Here's a little secret that a lot of people don't know about. It says additional details. Please enter any other details you want your customers to know about your business. For example, parking, yes. Brands carried. So you can add as many of these as you want. And I once again think that you should, if you're a river rafting company, you might put in there, each different river that you do, and some details about it. And so it just gives more detail. Remember, Google loves content, so the more content you can add, the better. That is a key element. I wanted to go back here and go to my ad, and let me see here. Let's go back to my ad here. One of the cool things it allows you to do, you'll see here it says on June 14th, it says this is my update that you're allowed to do, and you could do an update every 10 minutes if you wanted. But I just put in here just yesterday the video that I posted last week. It says 3 leadership management tips for tourism pros with executive coach Sabrina Brahma and Tim Warren, and then with a link, a shortened link. Let's just open that in a new tab, and you see it takes you right to my web page again. So this is yet another link to my site, and there's the video that I posted last week. So this is a really important feature for you to be thinking about, is updating your site. Now here it says your ratings, and then so this is where you can rate the service, you can rate the site, you can rate this. It says been here, rate and review. Places doesn't have to necessarily be about, it is called Places, but you can rate a service like mine. You could say, hey, I like what Tim's putting out. I like his videos. They're helpful, they're useful. And so I'm going to ask you to do a favor, is to go to my Google Places ad site and rate how do you feel about what I've been putting out. If you've been to my website, you find some value there, why don't you go ahead and rate it? Why don't you make some comments? I really appreciate it. So in order to find my my listing, because I had to play around this with myself, is you want to go to, when you do a search for Google, Google's got, there's different types you can do. You can do web, images, video, maps. You want to click on maps. So I did maps, and the title of my listing in Google Places is Travel Business, Tourism Marketing, Hospitality Career. And what I did in order to minimize the search, I put quotation marks around before travel and career, and I did a search, and boom, of course, there's my ad came right up, and you see it's got there's the picture of me, and there's my ad, and you could go there. And I would really appreciate it if you would make some comments. And all you really have to do is have a Gmail account, which you need to have anyway to sign up for your Google Places. So I really appreciate your time. If I seem a little stiff, it's only because I've had some gardening accidents this week. That is working too hard in my garden, prepping for my second wedding anniversary party that I'm having this weekend. I really love to garden, and I've been working really hard, and now my body's all tweaked. So if I seem a little stiff, that's the reason why. But once again, this is Tim Warren. I really appreciate you watching this. I really appreciate your comments, questions, and that you email me or that you post on my site on Travel Business Success. If you have a question, if you have a concern, if you're looking for information, go to travelbusinesssuccess.com, and below any of these the postings or the link that you may have got in the email is down below. There's going to be a spot for comments. Put your question or comment in there and submit that, and I will get back to you soon. Also, if you have topics that you would like to see covered in future issues of Travel Tourism Marketing TV, or if you'd like to be interviewed, if you think that you've done something really phenomenal, really cutting edge, email me or make a comment, and I'm looking for people to interview for this show. Anyway, thanks again for watching. You have a great day, and remember, we are in a quality of life business. When we do our job well, we enhance quality of life, and that's something I'm very proud of, and that you should be too. You're not alone. Look to each other for help. Look to each other for ideas. Look to each other for inspiration, and we can make a great living doing what we love. Take care. Bye-bye.